Do you want to win X back? If you had a close, loving relationship with a man who later dumped you, you may want to get back together. You have a lot of emotional investment in the relationship and may not want to throw it away without an attempt to reignite the flame. Here's how to win X back. First of all, you need to analyze your own feelings. Do you still care deeply about your ex? Sometimes a great passion burns into being merely comfortable. You don't want to lose your ex, because he's like an old slipper. But comfort doesn't make a great relationship. There has to be a great love. If you still have passionate feelings for your old boyfriend, you can move on to the next step of how to win X back. And that next step is examining how he feels about you. Does he have the same kind of grand love? If the problems in the relationship were things you can work on: communication, time management, goal awareness, then you can win X back. But if the problem was deeper, he was no longer in love with you, you should start to move on now. When you have determined that this was a grand love, you can start to work on the things that can bring you back together. For instance, think back to who you were when your boyfriend fell for you. Perhaps you weighed 10 pounds less, had a more optimistic outlook on life, were close to your girlfriends, or were involved in a variety of activities. After you spend time with a guy, you begin to change. You spend less time with friends, or on your own activities, as he begins to demand more of your presence. You may have let yourself go, because you feel secure in his affection. If you want to win X back, you need to go back to being the woman he fell in love with. Another tip to how to win X back is to practice detachment. Don't call, text, or stalk him. You don't want to appear desperate. By seeming to accept the situation, you actually become more desirable to him. In practicing detachment, you also begin to focus on what makes you happy. You get reconnected to friends and family. You take up hobbies and other things which interest you. You become a more positive person in general. This all helps in win X back. When you do get together with your ex from time to time, use the past to your advantage. For instance, if there was an outfit he really liked to see you in, wear it. If you eat at a restaurant where you had a good time with him, mention that you were there again. Because you have many positive experiences with this guy, you can use your common history to win X back. From time to time, invite your ex to non-committal type events. Ask him to join a group of your friends at a bar, or invite him to a party, or do something together. Let him know he's free to bring a date. Finally, if you want to win X back, just be yourself. Either he's in love with you, or he isn't. You can't change who you are to win X back. You can only be yourself.